we're going to be making a sausage, egg, and potato casserole. This is something that you could use and make it ahead of time, so it is something you could use and make the day before Christmas and put it in the oven on Christmas morning, so that you don't have to spend time in the kitchen while you're enjoying your Christmas morning. So we're going to get started. So first of all, we're going to cook our meat. So the recipe does call for sausage. So we're going to come over to the oven and put the sausage in the frying pan to get started. So I've got some breakfast sausage here and I'm just putting them into my frying pan. So we're going to cook this up until it's all brown and no longer pink. It should take about probably 10 minutes. This might be one of the longest things that you have to do in this recipe. This takes a little bit longer. So while the sausage is cooking, I'm going to start getting some other things ready in the recipe. So I'm going to get my eggs ready. We're going to whisk up our eggs. So I'm just going to do that here. So I had the 12 eggs already cracked ahead of time. So that doesn't take long at all. Then I'm going to add in a cup of milk. So the recipe will be, the link will be at the end of this video. So if you're looking to make this at home, it will be available for you. Next I'm going to add in my cup of cheese. So this was 2 cups because I need to have a cup for the top. So I'm just going to pour in about a cup here. Whisk that up. I'm going to add in some spinach. So the recipe calls for fresh spinach chopped, but I always find it easier to use the frozen spinach. It comes in a bag and they're in little cubes, so I used about 4 of them because spinach does condense down quite a bit. So I used 4 cubes and I put it in the microwave, and this is what it came out to be. So I'm going to add that in and mix it up. I'm also going to add in some diced potatoes. So the recipe calls for frozen potatoes. I'll be honest with you, I could not find those, so I just boiled some potatoes and used those. So it was 2 cups of potatoes. Next we're going to add some salt and pepper. So this is kind of to taste or to your liking, so I'm just going to add a little bit here. And some salt, just a little bit as well. So we get quite a bit of salt from the sausage and the cheese. So I'm just going to give that a good stir. Okay, so now I'm going to go over and check on the sausage again and see how that's doing. Yeah, so the sausage is nicely cooked here. So I'm just going to put it on a plate with a paper towel to drain some of that excess fat off. So that's there. And then I'm going to cook my veggies. So I'm going to add in my onions, my red peppers, give them a little stir. And you're going to saute these for about 2 to 3 minutes. And I'm also going to add in my garlic that I already had ready. So this was 2 cloves of garlic. And I use my garlic press to mince that up. Okay, so now that the veggies are nice and sauteed, I'm going to shut my oven off. And I'm going to bring these veggies over and I'm going to put them right into my egg mixture. So I'm going to dump those in there. Then I'm also going to add in my sausage that we had cooked already. Bowl's getting quite full, but this definitely feeds a crowd, and it's super yummy. So I'm just going to give it a little mix here, mix it all together. So we've got our spinach, our peppers, our onions, potatoes, cheese, our cooked sausage. Then I'm going to take a 9x13 casserole dish and I'm going to grease it. So you can use cooking spray or butter or a little bit of margarine just to grease the pan. And you want to make sure you get enough in the corners just so nothing sticks. So once I have my pan already greased, I'm going to pour in my egg mixture into the pan. And I'm just going to give it a little stir to mix it up again. And so this is what it will look like. And then it does call for a little bit of cheese left over for the top. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of cheese on this. So again, this can be made up to 24 hours before you want to cook it. You just throw it in the refrigerator and with a lid on it. But today we're going to be cooking this at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. Okay, so it's been 45 minutes, so I'm going to check on our egg casserole. It's looking good. So we're going to take that out. It looks so delicious. And this is what the final product will look like. And I'm going to cut a piece up for us to see what that looks like close up. So this is a Santa Claus melon. So this you can find at your local grocery store. It's sort of similar to a honeydew melon in taste, a little bit lighter of a taste. So we've cut it in half, and inside it has a bunch of seeds just like you would have in a honeydew or a cantaloupe. So we've scraped out the seeds, and then we had some kids help us out and decorate the Santa Claus melon, and we made some nice little festive gingerbread man, Christmas trees, and some stars. So that might be a fun activity for the kids to do and a nice addition to a Christmas or holiday meal. Okay, so I'm going to cut a piece of the egg casserole up here so everyone can see what it looks like. It's nice and golden brown on the top and on the sides, and it hasn't burnt, so it's perfectly done. This would feed quite a few people, and even enough for leftovers maybe, if depending on how many people you have at home. So that's a piece of our egg casserole, and we're going to put that on our Santa plate. And then also we might dress it up with a little bit of Santa Claus melon, which might be fun for the kids to have at Christmas time. And then we've got a star and a nice Christmas tree here we'll put on the plate. So it looks nice and festive. So we've got our Santa Claus melon and then our egg casserole dish for the main meal. So I just wanted to conclude with this egg casserole was definitely a success at my house. My 3 kids all ate it and liked it, and best part was we had some leftovers for the next day, which was perfect. It can reheat easily as well. Remember, you can cook this or make this up to 24 hours ahead of time, and then throw it in the oven when you're ready to cook it for 45 minutes. And it makes a really nice meal. It could be breakfast, lunch, or dinner. So hope you enjoy it as well.